AFTV Lee, same old, innit? 3-1 again, defeat at Liverpool, and I don't know, it's a mixed emotions in here because on another day, could have got the equaliser. I don't know what could have happened in that game if Lacazette had scored, but we just seem to show them a little bit too much respect, you know.
I don't know about that. I think like let's get things into perspective straight away. The first things first, they were the better team and deserved their victory, but we set up to allow them to have the domination, you know what I mean? So when people say, oh, they dominated and all that, we allowed them to do that. It's the game plan. The game plan was to suck them in like we did for the goal, and that was great. And let them have all the possession that they like. You know, when we're at the Emirates sometimes, we get that sort of possession with other teams as well. That is the game plan.
A bit like what West Ham the other day were doing to us.
Exactly, and we've been crying out for that sort of game plan for a very, very long time, and all of a sudden we've got a manager that's come in and done that and give us a game plan, give us a chance to be into games into the 86th, 87th minute, and we've been crying out for it, but when we do it, people are moaning about it, and the fact of the matter is, see how it is, that was the game plan, you know, and we had our chances. We had our chances. If Lacazette takes his chance, we're in it there, and also if the officials do their job properly, who knows?
You think that was a red card?
I've seen it a couple of times. It's a red card in this day and age. In this day of football now, it's a sending off. You know, and I think he's got away with it. One, because it's Liverpool, champions. Two, I think it's very, very early in the game.
Why do you think then they didn't go to VAR if it was...
Because he obviously didn't feel the VAR didn't feel it was, you know, too much of clear and obvious. You know, he felt that they felt that it was right. And this is the trouble with VAR. It's about opinions. My opinion was it's probably a sending off. And I've not been biased by that. I think that it was. You know, when you see other things happening in games, I've seen other players get sent off for a lot worse than that. You know, so it happens. And, you know, from that point of view, you just got to you dust yourself down and get on with it. But you know, there was. Listen, I've gone to Anfield. Could have gone home at half time, Robbie, and been home like for match of the day on a couple of occasions on a Saturday. But we was in that game until the last couple of minutes. Yeah. You know, so let's take the positives from that. With players that are not good enough. You know, let's have a manager, as I said earlier on, and I'll say it again now, that team is exactly the same team that got us 8th in the league last season, bar Willian. That was it. You know, where's the investment in the team? Where is the investment in this team? You know,
there's a week left to see what...
A week left.
And part of the investment was on the bench.
And listen, and I can say that now, we can all be disappointed and all a little bit angry and whatever about it, emotional, all that, like, get used to it. Because if we don't invest in this next week, we'll have games like this when we think, oh, we could have done this and we could have done that. You know, what happens if we'd have had Mikel Arteta's players going into this game today? I would fancy, you know, we've given them a right good go. You know what I mean? We're 2-3 years behind these, by the way. We're a work in process. But we've given them a game without his players, with a team that come 8th last season, bar Willian. You know, I've got to say today, I don't think, you know, you can turn around and say, oh, should he have played Gabriel? Should he have played Ceballos? I think it didn't matter who played today. The tactics of it were what they were. Keep him in the game. 65 minutes then, bring on Ceballos, he made things happen. He did. He turned things around. But he's put on Pepe today, and he's been a letdown, Robbie. You know what I mean? An absolute disgrace of a performance coming on there. You know what I mean? You want, you know, going. I watched Ceballos getting involved, getting into tackles, moving himself up, chasing about, making things happen. He is a lone signing. Then I see our record signing of £75 million strolling around, pulling out of tackles, not getting his free kicks properly. You know, these are questions that you've got to be asked now. Is Pepe a Mikel Arteta player? He isn't. So I don't know what's going to happen there, like, you know. So from that point of view, very, very disappointing.
Awar and Partey linked. Do you think we need to get both of them?
Well, I don't think. You know what I mean? It's staring you in the face. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have, you know, we've played well. I think we've tactically played really well today. I don't think Mikel Arteta could do any more today. We still lost 3-1. You know, so we need to get players in. You know, we've got a player in Aubameyang. We've just signed a contract with millions and millions of pounds You know, to do what today? Chase around the park because we've not got enough quality to feed him. You know, and whatever today. I'm not knocking him today. I thought his work rate was outstanding today, but I didn't want him to sign. I didn't want him to sign the thing for what he's done tonight. I want to see him on the end of chances and scoring goals. The way he's going to do that is as good a player as he is. You're only as good as your supply. You know, and unfortunately today, you know, the chances were created for other players. You know, I will say about Lacazette. I know that he's missed a couple of chances today, but his work rate today was sensational. He worked so very hard for the team. But when it comes down to it, he knows he had the chance to win the game today. Like, you know, you want, you know, like a Aubameyang on the end of them, like, you know. So you've got to go out and get the players. Now, I've had enough of it, Robbie, when people keep turning around and saying, oh, you know, we've got, you know, you've got to understand we've got no money because of what's been going on in the world and all that, like, you know. I'm sitting here every day listening to your shows and whatever on Twitter and everything else, and I'm seeing Newcastle going out and spending money. I'm seeing Aston Villa, that were in the Championship last season, spending more money than us. I'm seeing Spurs, that are supposed to be skint with a big stadium and they're not even filled because of the pandemic, going out and spending money. Leeds United have come from the Championship. When people turn around and say, oh, we've got no Champions League football. They've had no Premier League football for 16 years. They're spending more money than us. So don't run around about excuses about money. Other teams are spending money. You know what I mean? Things don't go right at Manchester City. Bosh, they're getting a different kettle of fish, but they're doing it. Manchester United are spending it. Everybody in and around us is spending money, apart from us. So what does that tell you?
We need to spend.
We need to spend. And there's no excuses, because I'm telling you that now, like, I'm not going to get the ump.
1 week left.
1 week left. I'm not going to get the ump about it. And I'm telling you this now, I don't want to see Mikel Arteta getting the ump about it in 3 or 4 weeks and getting frustrated, because he's got the chance to make it right now himself, to make sure that this doesn't happen again, because I don't want to be frustrated after a game of football because we haven't got enough quality players in my football club no more. You know, the players are available. Right, and I'm telling you that now. Look, I'm going to let's go down the Arsenal shop tomorrow. See if we can buy one of these for £25. Let's go and ask them. Say, look, we'll give you £25 for it. Oh no, we'll come back in an hour's time and give you £26 for it. What are they going to say? It's £50 and that's it, or £60 or whatever. Pay the price. So pay the price for what they want and get these players. I know you've got to make a few little, you know, a little bit of cat and mouse and all that, like. But at the end of the day. There's a certain price for him. Arsenal know what that is. If you're serious about it, pay it. And if you're serious about doing the Partey thing, pay it. If not, don't keep kidding ourselves about it all that, like, and you know, we know what it is. But I can tell you that now. I'm looking forward to the end of this transfer window, because then I will know exactly what ambition this football club has got, and whether I'm going to be excited about what Kroenkes have said, like. Because I'm telling you that now, if we don't do anything, we're going to be here and all that, and it'll be frustrating every game. So they've got a choice. And I'm telling you that now, he has turned around Mikel Arteta and said that he's going to be backed. So back this manager, because I'm telling you this now, he's the real deal. Because what I see out of here today, what I see of him today, he's took Klopp with all that, what he's got there, he's took him to the 86th, 87th minute. So he can do it. He just needs the players to do it.
It's Robbie here from AFTV. Don't forget to check out AFTV on Flick for all the latest transfer rumours, for all the information on Arsenal, for all the information on AFTV. You can check me there for Q&As on a regular basis. The link is in the description. It is free to download. Download it right now.